Oil having its worst day in months yesterday, at one point down 5.5%. As Mike Bradley of Tudor, Pickering and Holt put it, OPEC is oversupplying a market that is already oversupplied. This is a commodity. When there's too much of something, the price goes down, and it seems like everybody is producing more. All this on global fears. Guys, I put it together in a real technical sounding term called the quadruple whammy for oil. How about that? Okay, you've got number one, fears of a global slowdown out there. If the economy slows down, you use less oil, you keep producing more oil, and that's what you're going to get. The Saudis yesterday, Khalid al-Falih, out at that conference in Saudi Arabia, saying they are, quote, in produce as much as they can mode. So we're seeing the Saudis raise up production. Remember, a few weeks ago, we reported that they had increased production, maybe at the behest of President Trump, by 500,000 barrels per day. It's not just them. In OPEC, Libya and Nigeria also have been ramping up production as well. Of course, we reported extensively about the United States, guys. Permian Basin, they're producing more. North Dakota, it's 1.2 million. And offshore, as we reported last week, 1.9 million barrels per day. And the rest of the world as well wants to take advantage of higher prices. All of that is reducing the price of oil and investor worth in some of the oil stocks. The XOP, which I know Dom has talked about, he's sort of the master of the ETF. The XOP is the production and exploration ETF, down 12% this month. Now, it is off its lows still from February and March, but a 12% drop, guys. And we've seen some big cap oil names like Marathon Oil, MRO, down 16% in just about 3 weeks' time. So the price of oil has fallen. Oil stocks have fallen. So if you're looking for some energy stock relief for the overall market, maybe that group to help pull the market up, it has not only not been helping, but it's actually been sort of a lead weight, Luca Brasi market, swimming with the fishes.
Hey, Brian, Saudi Arabia pumping as much as they can. Is that in reaction to the outrage that's come at the Khashoggi killing, or is this just something they're doing because they need the money? What's the explanation? They don't
need the money. Yeah. They don't need the money. Okay, this question is a very, very good one, Becky, and darn you for going right there, because here's the thing. Our president, as you know, has been putting pressure on OPEC, which is really the Saudis, to increase production to try to bring prices down. The midterm elections, gasoline prices are something we see every day out there. Lower gasoline prices are something that people, i.e. voters, like to see. Now, whether or not we are seeing some kind of a reaction in the global markets to the Khashoggi situation by the Saudis, it's impossible to know. However, it comes, I think, at an apropos time, because you've got the cover of the President of the United States effectively already asking OPEC to do this weeks before the Khashoggi situation happened. So that situation, the murder of Khashoggi, is out there, but the Saudis had already been under pressure. So call it what you will. There is an increase in production, but it's not just them. Nigeria has been producing more. Libya has been producing more. And that is more than the decline of Venezuela. Becky, I know you know the oil markets very well. You know the old saying, the cure for higher prices is higher prices.
Right.
When prices go up, everybody wants to pump more, which leads to oversupply.
And it's a lot faster. Am I right? We can turn the spigot a lot faster. We go back and forth about how quickly we can do that with the new technology.
It's a lot faster than it was 30 years ago. But here's the thing. The U.S. is not absolved in this. Permian, record production. North Dakota, 1.3 million barrels a day, up a couple 100,000 from a few years ago. And offshore, as we talked about last week, at nearly 1.9 million. That's a record high. Everybody, the U.S. included, continues to pump more. The world can absorb some of that. China's now the biggest importer of oil, but yet it may not be enough to support the big jump that we're seeing, which is why oil's at, it's 66, 67 bucks, at least traded here. Brent's a little higher, obviously.